for the daily reset break. Hi. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite quotes so that we can think for a moment about judgment. I recently went over to a girlfriend's house with a few friends where she requested that we bring our own favorite quote, and it made me think about this because it's one that I really love. So I'm going to put it up on the screen here because I'm not going to butcher the pronunciation of the individual's name. So here you go. Okay, so I love that, and I know that I judge myself all the time and have to stop myself when it happens and see if I can turn it around somehow. I used to judge myself constantly for things that I did, and I found that I didn't like myself very much during those times, and I also would continue to do those things over and over because I was judging myself. So I want to walk you through this process to hopefully help lighten some of that for you. So take out a pen and piece of paper. If you don't have one, just pause and come right back and write down a couple of things that you know that you judge yourself for. They can be big, small, just anything that comes to mind of how you judge yourself. And now take a moment to look at the things that you have written down and just see if there's anything that you can appreciate about some of those things. So take one thing and, see if in whatever it is that you're judging yourself for, is there anything that you can appreciate about yourself in any of those things? Okay, great. And one thing might just be the fact that you realize it is a good thing that you're seeing, that maybe it's something that you might want to change. So now take a moment to scan the list and see, are there things based on some things that you see that you judge yourself for, things that you may want to change or do a little bit differently, and just take note of that. Now, of those things that you said, anything that you might want to change or do differently, jot down something that you might be willing to commit to do differently in that. And maybe you might need to make a side note of, you may need some help with that, need to ask a partner or friend for help or to hold you accountable, but just anything that you can see that you might want to change, and any little side notes of something that may be helpful to make that happen. And go ahead and stop. I know I'm kind of going fast through this, so if anybody has any questions, please feel free to send me an email, Tessa, T-E-S-S-A, at dailyresetbreak.com. Otherwise, I hope that it just took you away from everything that you had going on, and hopefully you'll decide to maybe stop judging yourself so much, be a little more loving to yourself, and if there is something that you want to change, taking steps towards that. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.